So what it means is that an organization cannot be an organization without people. You need people, right? That's the first thing we have to realize. In this subject, one of the core elements is also the component of management. As we said, human resource management. So we also mentioned about the core functions of a manager. And that's what we are also looking in this subject. That one of the core issues in this particular subject is to do with management. How are we managing acquisition, developing, maintaining, remunerating employees? How do we acquire? Acquire recruitment, development, training, maintain, retention, remuneration, the same as conservation. Okay? So we are looking at how are we going to manage in terms of our integration and consistency. Integration, I've already explained through how certain decisions are coming what? Consistent, yes. As HR, the decisions that we make have to be what? Consistent. Go on again. How the organization is going to handle you as an employee. In essence, go on again. They will say you are. What are we saying there? We are looking at issues of what? Being consistent. It's our nature of favoritism. That's why we are talking about the topic that we're going to talk about, the topic on equal opportunity. Let's remember I said about that. Because we want to make sure that we are being what? What we run away is trying to set a specific precedent. Yeah? When you create a precedent, everybody expects to know when organization of and management. Next to what would that person expect? Why? That's why we're saying every decision that we are making, we have to do what? Apart from that, the HR is also there to influence, to get things done through people. Because he is the one who is managing the people. And it is the people that are doing the work, the work. And when they work, the organization is meeting its objectives. So what it means is that an HR is supposed to have influence. In other words, we are looking at that the HR needs to have what? What? Power to influence. Okay? So, in management, there are 5 sources of power. The first power is known as coercive power, referent power, legitimate power, expert power. I'm just forgetting the fourth one. Coercive, referent, legitimate. But what we are talking about is that on power, on sources of power, basically the coercive power is type of power that you have because you threaten people by the use of punishment. Okay? Hence the word to coerce. So it's like more opinion what you want to get up on. Yeah? That's obeying coercive. Yeah? It's a type of management where we're saying that you are influencing people by using certain type of power. And that type of power that you're using is what known as what? Coercive. Well, referent power is where the manager is seen as a role model. So someone who is a role model to you, whatever he says, you do it, isn't it? Because he is your wife, he is a role model. So hence the word referent. Referent is coming from the word reference. Yeah? So if someone is your reference, it means that you're always admiring that particular person. You aspire to become like him. Right? So it means whatever he's doing, you follow also what they're doing. And that's what we're looking at also here. Legitimate power is where now we're saying that this is the type of power that is coming in because of someone's position. So when you look at the organizational structure, the top management, the middle, and the lower. So anyone who is above and you are below, obviously you have to listen to the person who you are above. When you're looking at the structure of the work of the organization. Yes. So this power is coming in because of the position someone holds. So somebody puts a tag here, manager. to do with his position, isn't it? So the fact that he's above you, it means you have to listen to the right thing. And according to our organization. So that one is known as legitimate. Now I know that when I'm talking, I will remember. And watch. Yeah? So expert power is coming in where someone has power because he or she has certain expertise. He's an expert. Yeah? I saw some poster about a lady who is coming about international procurement. You saw it? Why? She's an expert in that what? And it has been stated there that she has like 12 years, 10 years experience. Yeah? So for someone who has worked so long like that, you believe that he or she is the one. So she's coming to come and talk to people. Not necessarily of anything else, but because she has certain skills. She has certain knowledge that other people do not have, that has been accumulated in this number of words. Yeah. So that makes her to be as a wife. So whatever she will say, she will influence people because she is an expert. And the last one is basically reward, where you have now the decision on whom to reward. You control whatever resources. So if you are the one responsible to reward people, it means people will listen to you because they know that I need you to have what I any reward. Right? And that's what we are looking at also as power. And that's what we are saying. You will be able to use to influence the people in your organization. But also, the influence also comes in from the what? From the decisions that you make. Because you have the responsibility to make what? Yeah? So decisions must influence the effectiveness of the organization, resulting into the betterment of services to customers in the form of high quality products supplied at a reasonable cost. So what we are saying is that here it is all depending on the decisions that we are getting at once. Okay. And then we are also looking at applicability, where we're saying that again HRM principles are applicable to business as well as non-business organizations too, such as education, health, recreation, and the like. And NGOs, so which means that HRM principles are applicable to different types of business. So it's not only doing specific types of business, but even non-businesses such as education, health, recreation. You find that HR practices are also in that particular business. Okay? Any questions? No. So what are some of the activities in this subject? Human resource planning, job analysis, job design, recruitment and selection, orientation and placement, human resource development, performance management, job evaluation, compensation, motivation, communication, welfare, sex and health, industrial relations, grievance handling and disciplinary procedure, as well as change management. So these are some of the key issues that we'll be talking about as some of the activities that HR managers practice in our organization. So what are the roles of HRM? Number one is that the HR is basically there to provide advice. So what are we advising? We are advising in terms of policies and procedures that organizations should adopt. Okay? So we're saying HR advises management of the solutions to any problems affecting people in terms of personnel, policies, and procedures. So what are these policies? It can be about organizational structure, social responsibility, employee terms and conditions, issues of compensation, issues of career and promotion, whom do we build in terms of their career, who is deserving to be promoted in the organization and who is not. Those are all decisions or advice that is basically coming from a HR manager. Issues of training and development, issues regarding industrial relations. On industrial relations, simply what we are looking at are issues concerning the labor laws. So, who is there to make sure that we are compliant? Right? So the HR, when he's doing his day-to-day activities, he is also mindful about what are the labor laws. So whatever we're doing in the organization, even regarding issues of compensating people or issues of promoting, what we are looking at is how are we also compliant in terms of the what? If you're giving someone a salary, it means that again we have to comply even with the labor laws, because the labor laws also communicate in terms of what is the minimum wage. Okay? So you cannot just pretend to say, oh, your salary will be 15,000. This is below the minimum wage. So according to law here, you are already wrong, because the minimum wage cannot be applied. Currently, I think it's somewhere around the per day. So if you multiply it by 30 days, it can't come So it's above that. It should be around 4 or 5 or somewhere around there. So that is the minimum. So organization will have to comply with that in terms of what we have the set minimum. Okay. Apart from that, also the HR is conducting a functional role. And this is a function because HRM is a department. HRM is a function in the what? In the role. So it says the personnel function interprets and helps to communicate personnel policies. It provides guidance to managers, which will ensure that agreed policies are basically implemented. So what the HR is concerned about is how is the organization functioning. And functionality